Okay. So I definitely just like sat here for like 20 minutes after doing this makeup look, taking selfies, and then I realized I didn't record an intro for this video. Probably should do that. How's it going? I haven't seen you since Valentine's Day, I believe, or the day before Valentine's Day. Life is just crazy, or at least my life is crazy. And what do I want to say? So, I'm not going to make this an update video, but I do want to say that I do have somewhat of an interview at a place that I don't want to say what it is just yet. And so I'll let you know after the second interview, because that's coming up. Number 2 is I'm planning to go to Otakon in July. I will be in costume. I don't know if I'll be in costume all 3 days or just 2 days because, like, I have a bunch of different ideas in my head, and if any of you know me, you know that I keep changing and keep changing and keep changing my mind, like, constantly. So there's that. But let me know in the comments below if you want to see, like, a progress or a progression of my costumes. That, like, the road to Otakon 2015. Number 3, I'm planning on doing a spring lookbook for, like, music festivals and stuff. What else? I think that's it. So, onto this look right here. This look is inspired by spring. Actually, it's inspired by my palazzo pants that I just bought, but I'm not going to show you them because, like I said, I'm planning a lookbook. And it's very dramatic because, like, it's mainly for, like, a music festival kind of thing. So if you're really into bright colors and springtime and warm weather, and the warm weather and these flower crowns, mine is actually just a headband. But anyways, if you're into, like, this kind of stuffs, then definitely you should check out this makeup tutorial. My earrings are from Hot Topic. They say Carpe Diem. My headband is from Hot Topic. But yeah, so if you're interested in this makeup look and you're tired of hearing me talk and ramble about plans for the future and about what's been happening, then definitely keep on watching because there's a makeup tutorial right after this. Hey guys, so as usual, I've already put on my MakeupForever Mat Velvet Plus foundation. I've also put on my Clinique concealer in the color Honeycomb, and I've also primed my eyes using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. So the first eyeshadow comes from the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette, and it's going to be the sparkly white color called Bobby Dazzle, and I'm going to be using a really tiny little detailer brush, and it's going on the inner corners because it's much easier, I find, when working with white eyeshadow if you put that on first and then the other colors, because it doesn't really go on top of other colors. Next, I'm going to be taking my Holy Grail transition color, which is Brushed Suede by L'Oreal Paris, and I'm going to be using a regular fluffy blending brush, and it's just going to go into the crease. Now I'm taking MAC's Pigment called Primary Yellow with a tiny little flat eyeshadow brush. And so, here's the thing with pigments, and I learned this on the first eye. They cause a lot of fallout if you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. Usually with pigments, I can, just put it on and have no problem, but when using a really flat brush, I find that it's much easier if you pat the color onto your eye first and then blend it out instead of just trying to sweep it all over, and you'll see me do that on this eye. So I'm patting, and then you'll see me go on my windshield wiper motions afterwards, and it decreases the fallout by like 99% because on the other eye, on the other side, like half my nose was yellow. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. The next color I'm going to be taking comes from Mehron, the Color Intense Pro eyeshadows, or I think they're pressed pigments, and this one is called Inferno. And because I think it's a pressed pigment, it kind of works the same with the fallout situation, and the colors are really intense, so it performs like a pressed pigment to me. And this is going on the outer V area, and then I'll put it into the crease a little bit, and you'll see me do that sometime soon. Oh, and then I sneeze, yeah. And then try to like stab my eyeball out with my finger to get an eyelash. And back to blending. And now I'm just touching up the yellow because some of it got lost, and I'm also blending it better. And here's where the orange goes into the crease. You definitely only need a tiny little bit for the crease. Next, I'm going to take another Mehron color, and this one is called Turbulence. And it's just a brown shade that I thought was a little bit darker than the transition color to help blend everything out, especially the orange, so that it doesn't look like we just have yellow and orange on. And I'm using the same blending brush from the transition shade. Next, I'm going to just speed through this part because I'm going back with the transition shade just to touch up anywhere that I felt needed a little bit more color, and I'm just going back and blending all of the eyeshadows together, touching up the white, that kind of stuff. Next, I'm going to be taking another Urban Decay Vice 3 palette shade, and this one is Truth, and I really like this for my brow bone highlight. I use it in like every makeup look that I do. It's just a really nice, almost white shade for my skin tone personally. Next, I'm going to be taking this NYX liner in Emerald City. I'm not really sure if it's an eyeliner or a lip liner, but I'm going to be using it for my lash line, not in the waterline, because I still want my waterline to, or my eyes to look a little bit more open. And then I'm going to be taking Fire Island, also by Mehron, with a little pencil brush, and it is gonna go right on top of Emerald City. But then after I recorded the video in person, I didn't really like it, so I put a little bit of, I believe it is called Dragon from the Vice 3 palette, on top. And then I just put on my Blacktrack Fluidline and just some Maybelline mascara and some No Name Drugstore lashes. Next, I'm going to be taking Turbulence again, and I'm going to be contouring my face with it. It's a really nice deep brown, but it's not like too deep where it looks like I got punched in the face. Next, I'm taking this Milani Baked Bronzer in the color Soleil, and I'm going to be using the same angle brush and just blending out the contour so it's not so harsh, and bronzing the face, warming it up a bit. Next, for blush, I'm taking another Milani product called Dolce Pink on a different angle brush, and this is just going to go on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to blend it into the bronzer. I love that it has gold shimmers just like the bronzer because everything can blend seamlessly and not look so choppy. And for a highlight, I'm going to be taking Luminoso, also by Milani, and it's going to go on the high points of my cheeks. I think I even put a little bit on my nose and my cupid's bow. And this also has gold shimmers in it, and this is my favorite highlight of all time, honestly. And I'm just blending it out with a really big powder brush. Next, lipstick. Oh my gosh, it's the best. And it is Candy Yum Yum by MAC, of course. The best Barbie pink, the best pink of all time. This one takes the cake, takes the gold. It is amazing. Go buy it. Then I'm gonna just speed through the hair process because it's not really that interesting, but I'm just gonna comb it out. and put on my headband. And now I look like a fairy princess. And that's it for this makeup tutorial. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.